How are you, internet users? As I had promised, my name is Dennis Bay. Yesterday was 1st August. I prepared a YouTube video on document production, and I'd promised to continue today, the 2nd of August 2026, to prepare another video, but this time round I'm going to prepare presentation, which is PowerPoint. And I'm still using the same folder that I'd used. So this folder is called YouTube Today. If I open the folder, there's another subfolder inside, which is called Information and Communication Technology. So we are going to use this. It is for March 2026 supporting files. We are going to use it for continuation of what we had started yesterday, because yesterday we were using the portable document format, which is the question paper. And I remember very well, I prepared a video document production. So the continuation was to be presentation. Then later, if time will be available, I'll do database. And then I'll have done the entire paper, which is supposed to last for 2 hours, 15 minutes. So I remember yesterday I prepared a link. It was called tiny.cc. And if I press enter, the tiny.cc, there was a link that you had prepared. I don't know if it was on a different account. Let me see if the link can be found here. On a different Gmail account. So if I type here tiny.cc, if I prepare enter, I can't be able to see the link, or it is here. So the link that you can use to access the source files is here. tiny.cc/M, small s, small w, ORD, small letters, and then YouTube in capital letters, YT in capital letters. So this was the link. This link is very crucial. If you are, let me copy it. I try and put it in Microsoft Word so that you can see it. You can use it for following this tutorial. So if I paste it, there it is. So this is what I'm talking about. So if I zoom it for you to see, this is the link to get the source files. I'm leaving it here for you to be able to see. You can post the whatever and write it down. This will enable you to get the source files plus the question paper, and then you can practice on your end. So that is very crucial for those who want to practice. So back to the video. The question paper is here. So yesterday we did the document production. These are the source files I'm talking about. We did yesterday this paper, all of this. We went down. These are styles, bullets, a logo, which is joint photographic group. And then we did the layout to create labels, then spell checking, 24 marks. I'm skipping database so that I can be able to handle presentation. So presentation starts from page 9, and it is called task 4, presentation. You are going to create a short presentation. All slides must have a consistent layout. So let me close this. Don't save. Okay, I was just trying to. So I think it is already closed. So you are going to create a presentation of 5 slides using the file m21present.rtf, rich text format. Unless others instructed, the slide must display a title and a bulleted list. That is 1 mark. So in most cases, when you're doing presentation, you have to import the slides from a particular file that you're given. And the extension of that file is normally RTF, rich text format. So what you'll do, you'll open PowerPoint. Just type PowerPoint. Once you open PowerPoint, you go to blank presentation. Now, when you're here, to import a file so that the 5 slides can appear here, you have to be on the Home tab. This is the menu bar. The below here, it changes on the menu. If I click on transition, the ribbon changes. The below the menu bar is the ribbon. If I click on animation, it changes. So you have to be on the Home tab to get this ribbon for Home tab. And different groups, clipboard, slides, font, paragraph, drawing, editing, and add-ins. So you have to be in a place called slides to be able to import. And then you go to a place called new slides. And then from there, you go to slides from outline. And then you have to now navigate and go to your folder, this PC. And then you go to the desktop. The folder was on the desktop. It was called YT Today, YouTube Today. And then you enter to that subfolder. And then it was this one they're talking about, present. And then you click on insert. And then you have to check. If you check, you will find that you have got 6 slides. Yet they talked about 5 slides. Reason, the first slide is always empty. So you right click on the first slide and then you delete it. So you have got 5 slides. I was using the slide sorter to check how many number of slides I have. Now I'll go back to normal. So here there is reading view, the slideshow, slide sorter, and normal view. So I'm back here. So if I go back to the question, I've already obtained 1 mark. Number 19, use a master slide to display only the following features. A black triangle, 3 centimeters high by 3 centimeters wide, positioned in the top left corner to look like this. So this one should appear on all the slides because we are talking about master slide. So when I come here, the ruler is below here. Yesterday I talked about the ruler. You have to click here to have a ruler. If you don't have it, you activate it by that. So the ruler helps you so much. So I want to create a slide master, a triangle which looks like what you have just seen. So I'll go to a place called view, and then I go to slide master, and then I have to slide up to the first slide. The slide written 1. So you have to click on it. Once you click on it, we have to go to a place called insert, and then we go to a place called shapes, and then we look for a triangle that looks like something like that. I tend to believe, is it this one? So let me draw it here and see how it looks. That is, okay, let me see how it looks. Although this one here, the sharp corner is on the other side. So what I'll need to do, I'll come to a place called shape format here. Then I go to a place called size. Now under size here, I need to have the width and the height to be 3 centimeters. So if I try and change this one to 3 centimeters, that is the height. Then the width also 3 centimeters. I'm decreasing it. So let me decrease it to 3 centimeters. It's going to be a small shape, 3 centimeters. And then the rotation, for it to look like that one, I have to rotate it 90 degrees. So let me see. So the sharp point is now here. So this is whatever that is there. And then I should drag it and put it on the, was it top left, the English? Let me see, it wide position on the top left corner to look like this. But they've said a black triangle. So if it is black now, you go to what is called shape fill, and then you give it black. So if you check here, it's 3 centimeters by 3 centimeters, and I've flipped it 90 degrees so that it looks like that. What else are they talking about? So that one is already there. Automatic slide number on the top right. So I need to go to insert. Then I take a text box. I draw a small box on the top right. I center the cursor. And then still back on the insert, I'll look for this part here. It's called insert slide number. And then I can highlight it. I enhance it under home. I just give it maybe bold. Yeah, so I've already enhanced it. So that is done. The next thing, they're talking about your name, center number, and candidate number, bottom left. So when they say bottom left, that is the footer. So I'll come here, I remove the things which are down here, I don't need them. You click on the frame, and then you delete. And then you go to insert. After going to insert, take your text box, bottom left is here. And then I draw a small box. Then I type my name nicely. And then I put an underscore, KE048 underscore 011. And then also I can reduce the box, it's so big. And then I enhance it a bit by giving it bold. So already I've done that. Let me see what is next. Make sure that the master slide items appear in the same position on every slide. No, items overlap on any. No other master items are shown. I deleted the things which I never needed. So let me confirm again to get my 4 marks. So 4 plus 1, that is 5. So when I come here, I think everything's okay. So I'll just go to Slide Master. To come out, you have to click on Slide Master, and then you click on Close Slide Master. So you can see every slide has got, the page changes automatically. That's why it's called, there's a name they're using here. They're using automatic slide number at the top right. Automatic slide number. So if I click this slide 2, it's 2. If I click here, it's 3. If I click here, it's 4. And I made it bold so that you can see it. Those are 5 slides with that shape on the corner there. So, which I rotated 90 degrees to obtain that shape. So what else? So those are 4 marks. Format the first slide so that a title slide layout is applied with no bullets. And then the title and subtitle text are center line. They should be center line. So that a title slide layout is applied on the first slide. So I'll click on the first slide, right click on it, go to layout, then I give it a title slide. So you can see these things are already centered, center line, as per the question. So where is that? They are center line and they are with no bullets. So if you look at my first slide, there is no bullets. Initially it was having bullets. Let me undo. It was having bullets and then redo. It's now center line with no bullets. What else is there? On slide 3, with the title, using an analyzer, enter the text. Enter this text as the first bulleted point. So this one here, you are supposed to type it in the exam. So I'll come here, slide 3. Slide 3. Okay, using analyzer. So I'll click here, I'll press enter. Then I click here, I type that. So you can see these have already been, it is having a bullet. The question I just said. So as the first bullet point, remove the bullet point from this text. Now they want us to remove the bullet point. They're testing out to remove the bullets. So you click here and then you come to bullets and then you say none. None. So that is already removed. You just click none on the bullet point. What I did, I clicked on this arrow, then I selected none. So there's no bullet on the first list, which we have just typed in. So the next question, let me go to the next question. Remove the bullet, those are 2 marks. And then they're saying, on slide 3, select only the 4 bulleted items of the text. Open software. Select, format them to look like this. So they want this thing to look like this. So after the open software, these things needs to be demoted. These bullets, they need to be demoted inside a little bit so that they're indented inside. So what I'll do, I'll go there. I select from here to there. Those are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I demote them by using this. Or you can come to here and then indentation. There is hanging, there is multiple, there is line. So what I could do, I could increase on the ruler. Let me see, this is 2. Let me see the word open, and then I align it to the, using the word open, I want to align it and see where it should start. Then I'll check the ruler. So on the question paper, if I look the word open, the bullets is on P. P for open. P for open. That's where the bullets are. So when I'm doing PowerPoint here, the ruler, where is this one? The ruler is around 0 point something, almost 2. So come there, 0.9. That is indent. On the left indent, you know, there are different types of indent. Those are the indents. So if I click OK, it has not moved the expected. So let's see. What about if I use this one here to push it? So the P is there. So let me check again on the paragraph what has happened. So you can see it has gone to 2.17. It has moved. That is the indent. So you can see I've moved it. So the P is where the bullets are. If you compare with the question paper, the bullet starts at around P there. So that is okay. It has moved. I was trying to use the other method which never worked as I expected. But this one here, This one here, to increase the bullets, it has worked. This is to take it back. This is to push it inside. So this one is easier to use. Yeah, or you can use this on the ruler. You pull these ones here. But the easiest was this one here. Next question. So that is 1 mark. 23. Use the data in the file. There's a file called m26age.csv to create a line chart to show the daily calories needs. Daily calories needs for active male and active female for only the age 20 to 70. Only age 20 to 70 for those who are active for both genders, male and female. So I need to open that file. And remember, it is a comma separated value. Comma separated value. So this can open in Excel. So if I go to my folder and then I look for it, I think it is age. Was it age? Let me see again. Age.csv. So if I come here, I double click here, it will open for me that. Once it opens for me that, I always say you click on top of number 1. And then between A and B, or B and C, or C and D, you double tap so that you open and you see it clearly. So there it is. They have talked about they want a line graph that will show from age 20 to 70 for both active male and female. Active. So what I'll do, this column here will represent the x-axis. This one here, 20 to 70, x-axis. And then the active male and active female will be plotted on the y-axis. So I've already selected this one using the mouse. Now, to tell the computer that this one should go to the y-axis, this is the one I've selected just like this will go to the x-axis, 20 to 70. Now, the y-axis, I have to press Control, and then I select active male from 20 all the way to 70. I hope that is correct. And then active female also should be here up to where? Up to there. I think I'm correct. Up to there. And then once you have done that, so this is going to the x-axis, y-axis, y-axis. And I'm using Control to tell the machine this is y, this is x. Go to Insert, come to Line Chart, take this one here. So you can see it has got something like that. So this is the chart I have. So on the series here, this series, there are 3, but I need to remove this one here. This one should not be there, so that I should have active male and active female down here. Let's be guided by the question. That is my own assumption. So the question is going to be display. Okay, I've already done that. Display the age as labels on the x-axis, the calories on the y-axis, and a legend showing active male and active female. So let me deal first of all with the legend. The legend is the key. So when I come to my Excel, where is Excel? Excel is here. I'll come here, and then the legend. Is the legend active? The legend is active. So you click here. Once you click here, right click, you go to select data. Select data. I want to play around with the select data. So series 1, which I was talking about, I should remove series 1. I'll remove it and ignore it so that it does not appear. I just want series 2 to be active male, and then series 3 to be active female. So when I click here and then I go to edit, so I want it to be active male. Then I choose OK. And then this one here, edit, I want it to be active female. Then I click OK. And then I click OK. So here I've got active male and active female, and I removed series 1, which I never wanted it to be plotted on the x-axis. And then this graph here, it should be able to display age 20 all the way to age 70. So I'll right click on it. Let me click on it nicely, and then select data. And then now, where is it? Is it this one here? Select this one, and then I'll be able to select from here to there. Then I click OK, and then I click OK. So you can see now 20 all the way to 70. So this is the one I was talking about to be on the x-axis. So there it is. And then they want the axis labels. So I'll go here. After clicking here, I say access titles. So access title, so I'll click here. This one here should be the age. So come here, type here to be age. My capital letters was on. So this one should be age. Then this one here should be calories. So I need to double tap here, delete that one, backspace. And then I type there calories. Once I click that calories, I can select it, make it bold to enhance it. Same to age, and select and bold it. So let me close here. I see what the question wants. Should not assume. So we have put the calories and display the age as a label on the X category axis and calories on the value Y axis and the legend, which shows active and male. And then that is 3 marks. Label the chart with the title. So this title should be the title. So I'll copy this. This one should be the title of the chart. So I'll come here, wrap that one properly, nicely, and then type what they wanted. And then because it is a heading, I can enhance it by giving it bold, underline, something like that. So typical. The next one, oh, I was ahead of the question. So the Y-axis calories and the X-axis age. Those are 2 marks, which I've already done. If you check on my whatever here, there is age here and there is calories here. And then the scale. For this instant, the active male, if I take the active male at the age of 20, at the age of 20, the active male is above 2,000, approaching 3,000, which is around 2,800. So if you check here, this is the age of 20. For active male is here, 2,800. But for female is 2,200. So 2,000 is here and then 2,200 is somewhere there. So the graph is correct. Yeah. At the age of 70, the active female is 1,800, just below 2,000. And for the male, it's 2,200, which is around somewhere there. That's correct. I'm seeing according to the graph has been plotted. And then what else? The question paper. Place the chart to the right. We have got left and right, so we have to be very careful. To the right of the bullet on the slide, the title suggested calories depend on. So we need to go and look for this slide for suggested calories with the title. So I'll come here, then I go to slide sorter, suggested calories depend on. So this one is the graph. So you double click on it, and then now you can push this on a little bit so that you have some space to create some space for the graph. So it should come to the right. This side is the left and this side is the right. So I need to bring the graph there. So they're saying place the chart to the right on the slide with the title suggested calories depend on. Suggested calories depend on. Suggested calories depend on. So I need to go to Excel, take my chart, copy it nicely, come to PowerPoint, click here, and then paste it. So once you paste it, you can move it here and then do some adjustment a little bit so that it can be seen clearly. So I'm just trying to expand it a bit so that it can be seen. So there it is. There it is. This one can move a little bit to give way. Yeah, they have to be friends, you know. It's something like that. So that is how the graph typical calories needs for active adults, for both active male and female. So that is how you deal with the graph. There was a tricky part here where series 1 had to go. And then what else? After no words are split, all data are fully visible, the chart and the contents do not overlap. I've already arranged it nicely. And then the question 28, is there any evidence they wanted here? Sure. There's no evidence so far. They have asked. Okay. So question 28, where are we now? Question 28. On the slide with the title, using monthly report. Where is it? Using monthly report. Using monthly report. I found it is the last slide. The last slide. What do they want? They want format the text. Your trainer. So your trainer. I need to highlight that. Format the text, your trainer. Like that. Check food that you put over the name sports. Discuss your intake with your trainer. So it is the last one here. So that your trainer, they are saying, so that when it is clicked, your trainer is clicked, it opens an email editor to send the message. This is the message that it should send. So I need to highlight this with the subject in-text discussion. So I'll copy that. So I need to get a hyperlink that will send an email message with the subject in-text discussion, and then take a screenshot for number 20 what? 26. So what I'll do, I need to open even my evidence document. So evidence document we created yesterday was this one. So this one, the evidence document, I never saved the other work. So what I'll do, I'll just go to question 26 here. This is what they want. So I'll paste it here. So that's what they want. I never saved the work I did yesterday. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll come here. I've already highlighted your trainer. Let me close this. I right click on it. Then I choose hyperlink. After choosing hyperlink, choose email address. And then the email address, you paste it there. Wrexham@cambridge.org. The subject that they want, the subject is intake discussion, capital I. So you copy that, then you come here, you place it there. So that is the subject. And then the rest of the body can be composed. So they are talking about, once you do that, place an evidence document, a screenshot showing the linked text, email address, and the make sure that all the texts are fully visible. So when I'm here now, I need to take a screenshot. Windows, Shift, and S. Then you take a nice screenshot like this. And then you click on OK. So you can see even here the cursor's changed, meaning that it is a hyperlink. And then on the evidence document here, you're supposed to paste that so that it is clearly intake discussion, and then Wrexham@cambridge.org organization. So that is how you take the evidence. So where are we? We have done that. Those are 3 marks. And then save your presentation. And then print the full presentation in portrait orientation with 2 slides per page, each filling half a page. So you need to save it according to what you want. So I'll come to File. Then I say Save As. Then I go to this PC. And then I go to Desktop. Then I go to YT today. And then I can give it Wrexham Health Analyzer.pptx. Then I save it. Then they're telling me to print it. So I'll go to File. Then I go to Print. And then they talked about the orientation. What is the orientation? Full page. They said printer properties. Let me see what is printer properties. It's going to be, yeah, color is good. The layout should not be landscape. It should be portrait. Let me see again. They said print the full presentation in portrait because there are only 5 slides. Orientation with 2 slides per page. Each filling half a page. Each filling half a page. So when I go to PowerPoint, I've already done, I've changed this one to portrait. And then when I come here, I want 2 slides. 2 slides per page. So let me see. Yeah, that is there. So because the slide 1, there is 2 page filling half a page. And then slide 2. So that is 3, 4. And then the last slide is alone, page 5. So what I need to do is just to select the printer that I'm using. And then once I select, I click on print. It will print for me how many pages? 3 pages. The first page will have 2 my presentation with the graph there. And then the second page will be that. So how many pages in total? 3. 1, 2. That's page 1. 3, 4, page 2. And then the 5th slide in page 3. And you can see the header and everything will appear nicely. So let me come back and click here. So there it is. What else is remaining? Make sure your name center appear on every page of your document. Save. and print. And by doing that, you get 19 marks from presentation. It has taken a very short time, and that is how you do presentation. Now I'm left. I only owe you how to do the database on this paper. And then by doing that, I'll have already completed this paper, which was done in 2026. It was a good paper. It was not so technical. So I hope you have enjoyed how the presentation has been covered this second day of August. Thank you for watching, and that marks the end of my presentation. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.